Hi everyone, it's June 13th, 2025, 6:25 p.m. Japan time. Today, the Nikkei Ninigo closed at 37834 yen, down 0.89% from the previous day. The volatility index has climbed to 27.3, showing a rising sense of caution in the market. The trigger seems to be the renewed tension between Israel and Iran. Just yesterday, Israel carried out a targeted strike on Iranian nuclear and military facilities. There were multiple explosions reported in Tehran, which means this time it was Israel initiating the strike. Looking back, a similar escalation happened on October 26, 2024, so roughly 8 months ago. In that sense, we might be seeing an 8-month cycle of conflict-driven volatility in the market. Back in February 2025, Iran also showed aggression, vowing not to hesitate in attacking the US and its allies. The U.S. responded by evacuating non-essential diplomatic staff from the region, so both sides have been actively raising the stakes throughout this year. The Middle East tension is clearly starting to affect the market again, while investors have grown somewhat numb to geopolitical risks in the region since the early 2000s. I think the situation today is different and potentially more dangerous. Back then, we had excess energy supply capacity, but now with the global demand for electricity surging, especially driven by AI growth, we are entering a situation where capacity may not be able to meet demand. And that makes today Middle East risk more inflationary and structurally impactful than before. Also, Japan is facing a virtual summer this year. We've seen more days breaking 35 doshi, which means surge in electricity use for cooling. If this countries, it could revive inflation in fresh food price, especially for summer and fall vegetable. So we are dealing with two falls at once: rising power demand due to the heat and AI, and the risk of the spike in energy price due to Middle East instability that could trigger a chain reaction, rising cost and supply constraints, and in the worst case scenario, stagflation. That's when the economy cannot grow, but inflation keeping climbing. At this point, electricity is the true lifeline of the global economy. If the power supply is disrupted, especially for AI infrastructure, it's a massive problem. So to sum up, we are seeing a real risk, a renewable inflation wave due to heat and rising demand. And if the Middle East, particularly Israel-Iran tensions, continue to escalate, we could see an energy shock that sparks a global stagflation cycle. This is why we need to keep a close eye on geopolitical developments in the Middle East. They may play a bigger role than many currently expect. That's it for today. If this content helps shape your market thinking, feel free to follow. Consider it like buying a long put on my contents uncertainty. See you tomorrow.